ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। ॐ निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। आचार्येभ्यो नमः। शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। नदीनदेभ्यो नमः। तीर्थेभ्यो नमः। क्षेत्रेभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो नमः। श्री मत्स्यादिअवतारेभ्यो नमः। आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो नमः। दक्षिणामूर्तिदत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ षड्विंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऐलौवाच 12th मंत्र। किं विद्यया किं तपसा किं त्यागेन श्रुतेन वा किं विविक्तेन मौनेन स्त्रीभिर्यस्य मनोहृतम् स्वार्थस्या कोविदं धिङ्मां मूर्खं पण्डितमानिनं योऽहमीश्वरतां प्राप्य स्त्रीभिर्गोखरवत् जितः सेवतो वर्षपूगान्मे ऊर्वश्या अधरासवं न तृप्यति आत्मभूः कामः वह्निराहुतिभिर्यथा पुंश्चल्यापहृतं चित्तं कोऽन्वन्यो मोचितुं प्रभुः आत्मा रामेश्वरं ऋते भगवन्तम् अधोक्षजं बोधितस्यापि देव्या मे सूक्तवाक्येन दुर्मतेः मनोगतो महामोहः नावयति अजितात्मनः किमेतया नोपकृतं रज्ज्वा वा सर्पचेतसः रज्जुः स्वरूपा विदुषः योऽहं यद् अजितेन्द्रियः क्वायं मलीमसः कायः दौर्गन्ध्याद्यात्मको अशुचिः क्व गुणाः सौमनस्याद्या यध्यासो अविद्यया कृतः पित्रोः किं स्वनुभार्यायाः स्वामिनोऽग्नेः स्वगृध्रयोः किमात्मनः किं सुहृदाम इति यो नावसीयते तस्मिन् कळेवरे अमेध्ये तुच्छनिष्ठे विसज्जते अहो सुभद्रं सुनसं सुस्मितं च मुखं स्त्रियाः त्वं मां सरुधिरस्नायो मेदो मज्जास्थिसंहतौ विण्मोत्रपूये रमतां कृमीणां कियदन्तरम् अथापि नोपसज्जेत स्त्रीषु स्त्रैणेषु चार्थविद विषयेन्द्रियसंयोगात् मनः क्षुभ्यति नान्यथा अदृष्टाद् अश्रुताद् भावात् न भाव उपजायते असंप्रयुञ्जतः प्राणान् शाम्यति स्तिमितं मनः तस्मात् संगो न कर्तव्यः स्त्रीषु स्त्रैणेषु चेन्द्रियैः विदुषां चाप्यविस्रब्धः षड्वर्गः किमु मादृशाम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच एवं प्रगायन् नृपदेवदेवः स ऊर्वशी लोकमथो विहाय आत्मानमात्मन्यवगम्य मां वै उपारमज्ञानविधूतमोहः ततो दुःसङ्गमुत्सृज्य सत्सु सज्जेत बुद्धिमान् सन्त एतस्य छिन्दन्ति मनोव्यासङ्गमुक्तिभिः सन्तो नपेक्षामच्चित्ताः प्रशान्ताः समदर्शिनः निर्ममा निरहङ्काराः निर्द्वन्द्वा निष्परिग्रहाः तेषु नित्यं महाभागेषु मत्कथाः सम्भवन्ति हितान् नॄणां जुषतां प्रपुनन्त्यघं ताये शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति ह्यनुमोदन्ति चाद्रुताः मत्पराः श्रद्धानाश्च भक्तिं विन्दन्ति ते मयि भक्तिं लब्धवतः साधोः किमन्यदवशिष्यते मयि अनन्तगुणे ब्रह्मणि आनन्दानुभवात्मने यथोपश्रयमाणस्य भगवन्तं विभावसुं शीतं भयं तमोप्येति साधून् संसेवतस्तथा निमज्जोन्मज्जतां घोरे भवाब्धौ परमायतं सन्तो ब्रह्मविदः शान्ताः नौरुदृढे वाप्सु मज्जताम् अन्नं हि प्राणिनां प्राणः आर्तानां शरणं त्वहं धर्मो वित्तं नृणां प्रेत्य सन्तोर्वाग्बिभ्यतोरणं सन्तो दिशन्ति चक्षुंषि बहिरर्कः समुत्थितः देवता बान्धवाः सन्तः सन्त आत्माहमेव च वैतसेनस्ततोऽप्येवम् उर्वश्या लोकनिस्पृहः मुक्तसङ्गो महिमेताम् आत्मा रामश्चचारः। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे षड्विंशोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यन्रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चत करहिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ षड्विंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऐलौवाच। This story, after saluting the Lord, the Guru Parampara, praying them to give us the ability to understand every akshara and every pada, every vakya, every shloka and every topic of this Bhagavad so deeply, thoroughly that we don't miss anything. Having prayed to the Guru Parampara, asking them to give us that type of deep maturities, both to be able to understand the subject matter exactly as it is to be understood with the expectation of which the rishis munis have given it to us. Second blessing we seek from them is not only we are fully, thoroughly understanding the Vishaya or subject, we must be able to fully make use of it by practicing it for our own mukti. May we be blessed by the Rishi Muni Gurus in this very life, in this very moment. And if they are giving it us to us ready, we should be ready also to receive it. May we that way become feeling the urgency in us to know the truth and get liberated, and expressing that urgency in terms of our prayers as well as our own practice. Now, this Aila Upakhyanam has everything to convey to us regarding how we get infatuated or get caught up in the world, and how we get into the deep dukkha and miseries, and also how we have to think, contemplate, and helping ourselves how we have to come out, and then how we have to select the right guidance to walk on the right path to reach to the right ultimate goal, where exactly opposite to the dukkha and bandhana we got here, opposite to this, the total ananda and moksha is experienced. This text is that way a symbolic explanation, though it's a story, but it is all inclusive. So we have seen yesterday up to mantra 13. If we see the 12th mantra, what it indicates is with intellect, with our abilities, capacities, in the world outside, we may gain so many things, we may learn so many things, yet we cannot guarantee ourselves for our moksha, because we cannot ourselves guarantee that with all these vidyas we get the adhikara for the moksha. What is the meaning of that? Meaning is the adhikara for the moksha is zero kamana in us. Even little kamana of the anything other than Paramatma is there, that is sufficient to bind us. Therefore, here he asked, Kim vidya, kim tapasa, kim tyagena, kim srutena, kim viviktena, kim maunena. What is the use of all these things done, achieved, which cannot give us mukti, because a strong bandhana giving thing is in our hearts called as strivir yasya manohrutam. That is why in every Upanishad, in every Shastra, for that matter, in every of the discussion where the mukti is the goal or the theme, necessarily, inevitably, this topic of the kamana to conquer comes. Even if you study Tulsi Ramayana, last thing what he says is only this: O Lord, may I become so loving to you that other than you I don't love anything, and thus I am blessed by you and I reach you. The shloka which is very famously quoted. Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobihi priya jimi dama, timi raghunatha nirantara priya lagahu mohirama. May you become so dear to me, like a kami has a love for the nari and lobi for the dhana. What is the meaning of it? All the attachment to wealth and enjoyment be pulled from it and applied to Rama, then only the Rama will be achieved by us. Because these two are always opposite. The Shama and Kama, the Rama and the Kama. Where Kama is there, the Vastu and Jiva Bhava will be there in the mind. When the Vastu and Jiva Bhava, and toward that the Kamana are there, Rama may be in front of you, but you will see only a Kamana Purti doing person only in that Rama. You will not see the moksha giving Rama in him. Because our mind is filled with that. And that is why, like Upanishad, yada sarve pramuchyante kamaha yasya hridishritaha. At the end of the Upanishad again said that only. Till the hridaya antargata, all the kamanas don't go away, one will not become mukta by knowing Brahma Tattva. On the other hand, when that kamanas are dropped, atra Brahma samashnate. Here only will experience Brahma. Atra means the very moment. Ata martyo amruto bhavati, atra Brahma samashnute. So any of the Upanishad we take, any of the thing it is taken, we are told. So two things what we have to understand are, unless the kamana we transcend, moksha will not come. Second is, kama can be conquered. And that is what was the introduction in the Taittiriya Upanishad Bhashya. When we become Atmakami, Brahmakami, Mokshakami, with our effort, till we get the Atma and Brahma Moksha, en route itself, all the other kamanas go away. Therefore, Atma Kamaha eva Apta Kamaha. We have got all the clear guidance, direction given. Without knowing this root cause of our bondage and eliminating it, anywhere we go, that will relapse and that will trouble us. Kamana, here for Urvashi, in general for any Kamana, and particularly again such attraction for the opposite gender. If we come to Bhagavad Gita, when third chapter, Bhagavan is asked by Arjuna, why again and again people do mistakes, knowingly also. Anichannapi, undesiring and unwanting. Bhagavan gave Kama alias Krodha. Kama esha Krodha esha Rajoguna Samudbhava Mahashano Mahapapa Vidyena Mehaveri. And one of the very important sentence that is said there was Jnanino Nitya Vairina. I tell you, the more you try to gain spiritual jnanam also, do sadhana, the kamana which is from the millions of janmas as there, comes as Shatru and goes on trying to topple down. This fighting between the jnanam and kamana in the bosom of every sadhaka is like the ruling government and opposition party. Anything the government ruling want to do, the opposition party tries to topple them. They will never like any best thing done also by the government. Is it not? And such a cunning ways they try to prove that what they are doing is wrong or to demoralize them. In the same way, the more we try to come out of kamana to know the truth, the more stronger becomes the kamana. It is to be recognized like that. What is the solution? All that will be told in this chapter. First, we are deeply, thoroughly understanding the problem by analyzing it without taking it lightly. Sincerely, seriously, we are analyzing the problem. Unless that is done, proper solution will not be understood or applied. Then ऊपर से problem जाएगा, शाश्वत रूप से नहीं जाएगा. Then the solution will be told, we will do it. So this Mahavakya, what is that? Stribhiryana isya manohratam kim 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 kim. The one whose mind is taken away by the Stri is particularly Stri for the man, man for the Stri, generally Sattva Rajastama Gunatmaka, any Vishaya. Stribhiryasa mano kim tapasa kim vidyaya. This means even after all that, one cannot guarantee that one can get moksha because one cannot guarantee one is freed in his mind from the desire. That is why we yesterday while concluding said, therefore, greater than the vidya is protecting the mind from getting it into any desire. Greater than tapasya or the highest tapasya is non-desire. Highest vidya is non-desire. Highest tyaga is again non-desire. Highest shruti is non-desire. And highest vivikta sthana is non-desire. And highest mauna is non-desire. See, this way it is said. And it is shown to us in the examples of so many. The example of Ravana. Whole thing is what? Vidya nahi hai kya unke paas? Tapasya. What a terrible tapasya he did inside out. Tell me, has he not got any other tyaga? He has done lot of. And Shuta, every Shastra he knows. Viviktena, staying all alone in Lanka. Maunena, he did all tapasya ke time sab. But Striviryasya Manoharatam, all did not come to rescue him. He died. So to hear Pururava, it is his direct experience. Only we go through that, we will know it anyway finally. But these stories become such a powerful authority for us. He says, I got Vidya, Tavasya, Tyaga, Vivikta, Mauna, but now my mind is bloated by her. Thereafter, all of them have become waste. Now, there are two things. One, all of them put together will not stop for Urvashi from going away. If she has to go, she will go away. And her going away and these Vidyas cannot help me from coming out of my dukkha because I am attached to her. See, attachment and she went away, then the dukkha came. Before attachment, also, all these things did not help her because the attachment was so powerful. Then, when she left, the dukkha was so much, none of these things had protected me immediately to come out. Slowly on the analysis, after some days, when the mind became quietened, then I did all this analysis and deep thorough dispassion I got. With that, this Vidya, Tapasa, etc., I did more vigorously with the desire of moksha, nothing else. Okay. Now the next shloka has a lot of data to convey to us. We'll see only little of it. The rest is left for your discretion. Swartasya kovidam dhingmam murkham panditamaninam yohamishwaratam prapya stri virgo kharavat jitah. How detailed is this shloka? Every, like when you study any sutra vakyas, the Brahma Sutra, then Ardha Bhakti Sutra, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, or Mahavakyas of Vedanta, how much bulks of commentary on them to understand them? Same way in the small looking shlokas. Every detail regarding a human being's fall and rise, they are written. Only under the guidance of our gurus we'll be able to open up all those treasures of knowledge, wisdom that are locked inside those mantras. One by one. Swartasya akovidam. Kovid means the one who knows very well. दो महीने में चले जाएंगे प्रेसिडेंट रामनाथ कोविंद और कोविद same nearby, maybe Kovid or Govind or Govind. So Swartasya Akovidam. Swa Artha. Swa means one's own. Artha means fulfillment. Artha means betterment. Artha means final emancipation. Artha means evolution. So Artha means one's own betterment, one's own moksha, one's own evolution, one's own happiness. Akovidam, the one who doesn't know. Okay? Dikmam, to that person, dhikar ho. Now, how important is this vakya? In what is my betterment is lying. If I don't know that, dhikar to me. I first with my intellect as a human being must know किस में मेरा भलाई है. So अर्थ किस में है? Everywhere, whether it is protection of body, whether it is protection of my mind, whether it is my name and fame in the world, whether it is my professional performance and becoming great in that, स्पिरिचुअली ऑल्सो मेरा स्व अर्थ किस में है मैं खुद ही भली भांति नहीं जानता हूँ तो फिर मैंने क्या जाना हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज दिस पार्ट आई एम पॉजिंग इट आई एम आस्किंग यू टू थिंक आई एम आस्किंग फॉर माई सेल्फ ऑल्सो एंड द नेक्स्ट 3-4 words add completeness to this thing. First we are understanding this much. If I don't know in what my evolution is there, to such me dhikkar ho. Thick karma means fire upon. Fire means useless you are. And Bhagavan is not hesitating here, or Pururava is not hesitating to scold himself at this case in this junction and telling us also to do that. Such one who doesn't know where is in his swartha is called Murkham. अब देखो मूर्ख के बहुत सारे हमने डेफिनेशन देखा होगा. Now these are most relevant related to us definition. If I don't know in what my betterment good lies, I am the murkha and dikkar ho mera. Unless this feeling comes to me, I will not start to know what is good for me and where is that good for me. And all of us in today's world misguided only in not allowing us to know in what our swartha is there. Therefore, all what we do is murkhata se hi kar rahe. Added to this, jakham pe namak ki tarah is the worst of the third thing called Pandita Maninam. Considering ourselves Pandita. See, this same thing in Upanishad said in more deep and very unambiguous manner, giving the lati or the hunter beatings. Avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam dhiraha, same word, panditam manyamanaha dandramyamanaha pariyanti mudhaha andhenaiva niyamana yathangaha avidyayam bahuda vartamanaha. Then yat karmano napravedayanti ragat tena aturaha kshinalokaha chavante. Two, it comes in Mundaka as well as in Katha Upanishad. And there Janghanyamanaha Pariyanti Mudaha. Here Dandramyamanaha Pariyanti Mudaha. Avidya, what is avidya? Not knowing where is my swartha. Such one is called मूर्खा and धिक्कार इसका लाइफ. तो फिर दिमाग यूज करके तुमने जिंदगी भर क्या सीखा, क्या जाना? No, such an important question we have to pause and ask. And mind you, whatever the knowledge we are gaining in this world, it is ignorance only on the name of knowledge, because it is prompting us to do such things, involve in such things, which are belittling us, humiliating us, insulting us, making us fall down and down, making us destroyed only. How can you call as Vidya? No, if others tell, it will be so pinching to us. We don't listen. We don't agree. We argue with them with all our arrogance. We have to feel to ourselves, okay, I am such a murkha, thinking myself to be pandita, that I don't know what good lies, in what my good lies. In fact, the life which I lived so far, dhikkar ho iska. Feel the pinch of it. Swartasya akovidam think mam, murkham panditamaninam. From the spiritual standpoint, from the Jiva evolution standpoint, everything done by everybody in this world, if this is not kept in mind, the spiritual evolution, all of them are पंडित मानने वाले मूर्ख ही है. And our swartha is in fourth purushartha, moksha. And the arahata qualification for the fourth purushartha comes only through dharma. In fact, dharma can be defined as that type of lifestyle which qualifies us for the fourth purushartha, the mukhya purushartha, moksha. And other than these two, the other two are not swartha, not the good things for us. They are the cause of all our destruction. They are called the kama and artha. In Gita, Trividham narakasya idam dwaram. These are the three ways to the naraka. Tasmad etatrayam tejet. Ruthlessly we have to give up these three, he said. What is they are? Kama, krodhas, tatha, lobaha. Tasmad etatrayam tejet. And in the all six enemies, kama, krodha, adi, first one is kamana only. Our attention is only to remove kamana. Our attention is to replace all our kamana of the world to the kamana of Paramatma. Otherwise, Swartasya akovidam dingmam murkham panditamaninam. And because we think we are pandita, because of this or that information knowledge, this higher knowledge, we don't want to listen. Even if what somebody tries to say we know, you need not tell us. But you know, but do you know the right thing? Or do you know thing rightly? Or what you know, is it complete? Is it authentic? Is it going to help you? Hare, how many questions have to be answered there? That's why the ajnana is not knowing. Ajnana is alpa jnana. Ajnana is viparita jnana. See, that's why half knowledge is worse than the no knowledge. No knowledge fellow will consult somebody, get half knowledge fellow thinks he knows it. He goes on committing mistakes. So, what is the trick the mind played here? Be attentive. Here, let's take the example of Pururava only. He got Vidya, Tapasya, Ishatva, then Tyaga, Shruta, Vivikta, Mauna. All the achievements he achieved. Now, anyway, you have achieved all of them. Okay? Indulge in the Kamana. This way, the mind has trapped him in the desire. He has become be attentive, inadvertent, negligent, careless. कि इतना मैं जानता हूं ना कामना में इन्वॉल्व करूं तो क्या होगा मेरा. When he became so successful, powerful in the world, be attentive. Then everybody became his subordinates. That arrogance when he had inside, he misused that power. Misuse means mistook that power that it will be protecting me, or it will not. No problem will happen to me because of that if I involve in kamana. That small inadvertence देखते देखते उनको इतना नीचे गिरा दिया. I am again explaining. All his other achievements gave him such feeling of self-confidence, overconfidence, not self-confidence, that he did not analyze that this if I involve in, I will be falling, मेरा पतन हो जाएगा. वहाँ वो वाला अचीवमेंट उनको केयरलेस बनाया. It's called प्रमाद कहते हैं उसको. What is प्रमाद? One place when we become successful, we think everywhere we can, but everywhere you have to be careful not to be having pramada. What is the meaning? It is every day for 20 years you are traveling in same road from home to office. Yet every day there is a chance of accident for one or the other reason. Therefore, every day you have to be careful. That is called as freedom from pramadu, pramattata. That readiness, alertness every day to be careful is called apramattata. Then only you are safe. See, the accident doesn't depend on how many days you carefully drove. Accident depends on one split second when you are careless, that is enough. And how all the trapping happens, it will be told by Pururava himself in the next 4 or 5 shlokas. We will be seeing the topic exhaustively here. He has given to us in a Sutra Rupa. We try to analyze, to understand thoroughly so that such things should not happen to us. Swartasya kovidam dhingmam. Now, here, unless we take Upanishad Jnanam, unless we take Bhagavan Bhashyakara's Bhashya and the masters of that height, we can never be convinced about that in the Kamana there is no Swartha, there is only Nasha. ये बात हमको पकड़ में नहीं आएगा. What Vedanta says is the eternal, immortal, unborn, undying, unchangeable Atma Anubhuti alone is infinite Ananda Mukti. Other than that, in everything else, there is bondage because all the results are endful. And while going away, those things, they give us such a pinch of dukkha and misery. More than that, these entertainment in the worldly things keeps on becoming thickening in the vasana layer. Our whole mind is carried away towards that only. We become helpless victim to justify. Like a drinks and drugs addict, his intellect so sharply works all the time only to justify his habit and try to indulge in that habit. तो लाख कोशिश करो, The only way for him to come out of it is the grace of a Mahatma or Paramatma, or he should die, that's all. अब कुछ भी करो वो दिमाग उल्टा ही सोचेगा उसका. Don't you see it in the world? Don't tell the child, don't use cell phone. His mind is so got infatuated to that, he will try to find all excuses, justifications, somehow or the other, beg, borrow, steal, blackmail, कुछ भी करके वो mother father से लेगा ही हो. At that small age only, his attachment to that self makes him think so much, not to get out of the cell phone. No, only how to possess it. That is the power of that desire which nobody can win. That is why it is said, Vidya, Tapasya, Tyaga, Shruta, Vivikta, ये सब मिलकर भी कामना को हरा नहीं सकते. But at that age, that fellow has that type of desire attachment. As he grows, his attachment and intelligence grow more and more only to fulfill kamana, unless he is careful from the beginning. And what is the carefulness? Only one thing, in which is lying my real swartha, which is a very tough and difficult subject to listen or understand. Where is our Paramartha or Swartha is there? Only the Vedanta Shastra says it is only Atmanubhuti, Paramanubhuti, which is very subtle, which is beyond all these three koshas, pancha koshas, three dehas, the three puttis, all इसके पार वो है. वहीं आपका परमार्थ है. माइंड यू, वहां जाने में करोड़ों जन्म भी लगे रहो वहीं जाने के लिए. Because of any short temporary results, if we are caught up in anything, anyway we are far away from that ultimate goal. Here we keep on creating repeatedly the problems and dukkha to us. The mana protector. And the gurus know when they look at the disciple, they understand कि this fellow is caught by this kamana. I think at least 10 lives it will take for him to come out. Mind you, the guru, भगवान दोनों मिलकर भी इतना मदद करने लगते हैं, फिर भी this fellow will not be able to come out of it. It is like falling in borewell. I told you, no, exactly like that. It is so difficult to come out once one gets trapped into the habit of kamana, and in that also expressing that habit towards a particular thing or being in one life. और जिंदगी जिंदगी पूरा उसमें चला जाता है. किसी को खेती में, किसी को घर में, किसी को बच्चों में, किसी को पत्नियां पति. They're all at least they have some decency. There's according to Shastra, you can eke out your own desires through that. But the infatuation of Pururava with Urvashi, she's not a wife. It is more dangerous. One side, guilt goes on inside, regrets go on inside. Other side, one cannot give up the desire. Other side, they won't get satiated. Another side, you cannot have resources to fulfill. While involving in them, you have to do so much of adharma. Then you have to live in the world with self-respect and reverence. इतना confusion एक चीज के कारण ही होता है, the desire. Only one thing. See how many ways it troubles the individual's mind. And all that he can't express outside. Outside हंसते रहेंगे, अंदर ये सारा गड़बड़ चलता रहता है. And one day, it breaks out, which you can't control. Now, nowadays the word which is used very commonly in the world. Recently also, that IT professional was also, some army related one was trapped. The word used nowadays, honey trap. All our Indian secrets he started giving. Kal ka news, parson ka news. 3-4 days back. Example, how we sell the secrets of our nation to other for these things. Everything, their kamana can be for the money, for any other thing. लोग मर्डर भी करते हैं for small little desires and all. Anyway, subject is so important, so vast, so deep. And the solution in Gita given is tam indriyani adau niyamya. Bas. Stop involving with the indriyas. और न जाना ही नहीं उस तरफ. That will be told toward the end of this chapter as solution. बांसुरी बजना बंद करना है तो बांस को लाना ही नहीं, उसको बांसुरी बनाना ही नहीं. बस न रहेगा बांस, न बजेगी बांसुरी. This is the way and the only way. And to achieve that solution, only one thing we have to remove from our heart is the thought that it is impossible. Replace it by it is possible, it should be made possible. That's it. Take this as challenge. So far, we took the challenge of fulfilling our desires. Then we became samsari, committed all papa dukkha, got kicked like donkey buffalo by all the urvashis. Now, the other challenge is not to fulfill desire, but to rise above the desire, to conquer the desire, to give a right direction to the desire. That desire which gives mukti, the desire of Bhagavad Darshanam, the desire of Shastra Jnanam, the desire of Atmanubhuti, all that. So again I am telling, feel it. Swartasya akovidam dhing mam मूर्खम पंडित मानिनम. काय का पंडित है, तू अपने मन को नहीं जीता, तो मन के परम शत्रु कामना को नहीं जीता. See that manas ke rog topic in a Tulsi Ramayana in the Uttarakanda, where there's a Kaga Bhusundi Garuda Sambad. It is so important. You must study that. I tell you, beautiful that is explained in Gita, in all Puranas. In this Bhagavata, this is 10th time this topic is coming. You know, in Dattatreya Charitra, it was from her side, the Pingala. In so many other stories we saw, Puranjani Upakhyanam, which was taught in another place. ये हम छोड़ेगा नहीं जिंदगी भर, जितना स्पिरिचुअल बनते जाओ बाकी सब छूट जाते हैं, काम तो नहीं छूटता. Everything we can conquer, but it is so deeply rooted in the heart. And deeply rooted in the heart is what? First step, ignorance that I am Brahman. That is the root cause for the later on development of desire and its strength and trapping us. Therefore, only in the deep heart when you go, and there we recognize the Paramatma there, Parabrahma there, then only this thing can be removed. Where is the root of this we should know and uproot it from there. हृदय आकाश में एक कामना होता है अविद्या के कारण. वहाँ आत्मविद्या आ गया तो फिर काम अविद्या नहीं है, तो अविद्या का बेटा काम, कामना का बेटा कर्म, कर्म का बेटा कर्मफल, उसके बाद जो बंधन, all that we can avoid. That is in Vedantic language. तो here स्वार्थस्या कोविदम दिग्माम मूर्खम पंडितमानिनम. अब इसको कितने बार पढ़ने से अपने दिल में ये बात जाएगा देख लो. In 1-2 readings only we have realized this, we are so lucky. If 2000 times we chant, then only we understand. Better to chant 2000 times and feel the meaning of it. So, one word, what is the real Panditya? Not in trying to fulfill desire, but transcending them. And imagine that state of mind, just for sake of imagination, when mind is freed from all desires of anything. How relaxed, how joyful would be. Like the children of the age of 7-8. कोई डिजायर नहीं होता, बस खेलते रहते हैं, कूदते रहते हैं, चिल्लाते रहते हैं. That is why Bala Unmattavat Ramate. The Bala Unmatta is enjoying without desire. We all have desire but no enjoyment. We think fulfillment of desire is joy. They know that no desire is joy. एक ज्ञानी, एक पागल, एक बच्चा, ये तीनों खुश क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि उनको डिजायर नहीं होता. हम दुखी क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि हमेशा डिजायर होता है. And final desire is desire to be happy. Even that also you drop, you are already happy. And in other parallels, the two strongest desires, when we conquer them, all desires go away. One is desire to live, second is desire to die. This is another way of explaining. जीना मरना दोनों जब समान है, ऐसा कोई कामना दोनों के लिए नहीं है, you are मुक्त. But there is a different angle. I need to explain you for 1 hour this subject. Some other time. So, second line you see, कि yaha aham ishwaratam prapya. How do you say you are murkha? How you are pandita? Pandita because ishwaratam prapya. कि I got ishwarata mastery on the entire kingdom. हम तो सम्राट, चक्रवर्ती. And ऊपर भी बताया ना, ईश्वर ईशित्वमेव वा, the 11th shloka. तो ईश्वरतामं प्राप्य. And how is, what is, this is the explanation of Pandita Maninam. And what is the explanation of Murkhata? Stribhir go kharavat jitaha. Go means the cow or the bull. Khara is the donkey. Same example. The female donkey or the bull is kicked by the cow or the male donkey kicked by the female one. Go karavat jitaha. Padatadita. Kicked by the feet. Ishvaratam prapya stribir go karavajita is again a very powerful sentence to be remembered. Remember this every time, whenever we start feeling frustrated because of non-fulfillment of any desire, or even the slightest observance of the arrival of desire. That is the starting point of the corona type of infection or any virus. Immediately apply this. No, 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 I don't want a donkey to be kicked. And mind you, any desire will kick only finally. पहले लगता है कि इसका बड़ा मजा आ रहा है, किक लग रहा है. That kick will be in different kick. Spelling is same, word is same, meaning is different. It's the same word, K-I-C-K. In the beginning, what a kick in this and that, and later on, what a kick because of that. Word is same. You are kicked by it left and right. Go Karavajitaha. Do you want to be defeated like this? Humiliated like this? Having attained such an Ishwaratva, the sovereignty, the supremacy, every type of achievements. So here, nobody telling him. He is solid. He is thinking in himself. I am such a murkha. Thought I am Pandita. Such an Ishwarata I had otherwise, but now being defeated by like Strihi, so like a go and Khara. Now, I tell you, I am controlling myself to explain, but sometimes it is better you understand. You understand. You know, that word which is said here, Strihi go Karavajitaha, if you really picturize it, I tell you, it is so worst, so baddest for a decent human being. Feel that how it what he meant while saying so, and you can picturize it. He mentioned that means you can picturize it. He was running behind her. Listen carefully. He held her hand. Even you can write like that. She kicked him. He fell down and she beaten him left handed with all danda belt. Sara आप समझ लो उसमें. And she might have given all the gali. That is the main word. Go karavat jitaha. Now apply this for the to understand the examples of the things that are happening every day in our country. Some men, somebody trying to trouble a girl, when somebody comes and beats that fellow left and right, given to police, even gone to the level of encounter. All of that happened to him is his mind is Jita by Stri and he was beaten like Gokhara. It's what? Otherwise, a decent, dignified life they can live. Not outer lady, women, anybody. It is in the mind. Mind you, if you don't understand it is in the mind, you have lost everything. You have not understood anything. Outside person is never a cause of our dukkha. If you don't understand this, we are going totally in wrong. Otherwise, it will create a different feeling of hatred. With the hatred, all your dispassion is waste because hatred is more powerful than the love. It will not allow you to meditate on Paramatma. मेरा मन के अंदर मेरी मूर्खता ही जो मुझे टैकल करना है. नॉट आउटसाइड. आउटसाइड एवरीथिंग भगवान. एवरीथिंग इज भगवान. नथिंग इज देयर अदर देन परमात्मा. एवरीबडी इज भगवान. And to do that sadhana, we have to be free from this. Or when we do that sadhana, we get freed from this. Both ways. ईश्वरतां प्राप्य स्त्रीभिर गोखरवत जितः. Jitaha conquered by Stri like a donkey as well as cow. There are two, three things versions here. The extreme was kicked left and right, which we already said because she left and went. Before that, like cow and donkey are tied to the pole, I was tied to her only. All my vidya, tapasya, rajyapalana, other glorifiable great activities, all I was denied of doing. Because a person is infatuated in this way, ऑलरेडी बताया ना सारे दरवाजे बंद करके he was inside, दिन रात नहीं पता मतलब he was not given a freedom to do anything. His every ambition of becoming great otherwise was totally covered or suppressed, not by her but also by her. That whenever he proposes, I have to go and serve the country, मुझे छोड़ के जाएगा क्या, she will say enough. That interest of him, that is a uh, let us say talent of him, that duty of him, he give, अच्छा ठीक है मैं कल जाता हूँ, कल जाइए आप, आज मत जाना, and tomorrow again gets ready, अभी 10 दिन. This is the one meaning of it, that she herself with that honey type of words, not allowing him to do anything. Binding come explanation thereof. More after few days, she will not say anything. She will only look at. He will understand. If she doesn't like me to go out, then he will not go. Thereafter, to test, she only says कि क्यों नहीं जा रहे हो ऑफिस को. He says तुम्हारे बिना मैं छोड़कर कैसे जाऊं. This is called as go karavat jita. Earlier, she defeated, conquered by her other outer words. Later on, he becomes so slave, she did not say. She tells to go. जाओ ऑफिस तुम छोड़ के नौकरी. जाएगा नहीं वो. That is the meaning of gada. Tied by her. And mind you, out of force, even she pushes him out of home. On the way at the office, he only think about her. Again, come back home earlier only. From the office, आधा काम करके और बीच में 20 बार फोन करना. No, all these funniest comedies जो होते हैं, all that is included in this particular word, go खरवत जिता. That's why I said, सारे बताए नहीं जाते, समझदार को समझना पड़ता है इशारे से. Forget about his exposure to spirituality and moksha. Even proper duty cannot do. Decency cannot maintain. Becomes total slave. And what is ultimate slavery? There is nothing in the world other than her or any joy with her. इतना माइंड उसमें फंस जाता है, पूरा दुनिया हो ही जाता है. That's what the meaning of the Devadas and Parvati and all. For them, the whole world has become her or she. For her also, how can it be? It's a minutest part of the life, not everything, but it is made everything if you are not careful. That's called a Murkham Pandita. In life, there are so many things to achieve, Baba, but all of them are made to be forgotten because of one thing or two things. And देखो भाई जिस दिनों में वो जो इन्फेक्शन होता है ना किसी के लिए, it can be men or women which is most powerful than anything, or it can be any other joy. Bike खरीदना है, youngster feels like, or you want to buy a good shoe of 10,000 रुपये, कुछ भी इसके दिया वो उन दिनों में ना बाकी कोई चीज मन में रुचि होता ही नहीं. For a woman, if she has a desire of ornaments, mm, till that is gained, her mind cannot apply anywhere. कुछ भी करने को मन सोचता ही नहीं. ये पावर है डिजायर का, बता रहा हूं. और सबसे पावरफुल दिस वन. Analyze, think. This is how this shloka 13 has got that thought to convey to us. Murkham panditamaninam swarthasya kovidam thing. And what is swartha? I told already. Don't say it's not said. Our swartha is performing only dharma, getting qualified for the moksha, and through bhakti and jnana, getting moksha. There we discover ourselves and the whole world, nothing but Bhagavan. There is no thing other than Paramatma. Then only all these problems end. In another way to see, other than Bhagavan, anything we see, the duality creates raga or dvesha, then we are again caught up. Only in the ekatma drushti there is a mukti. Other than that, you can never be freed from. The world and its temptation or attraction, desire. Ye powerful Maya. Why these many books came? Why so many Upasana Prakriyas came? Why the teachings of the Gurus in so exhaustive manner, if it were to be so easy? Mhm. Now you and I are surprised definitely, others not, because they don't study Purana Itihasa. Again and again, are we not seeing the stories? Whether it's Vali Tara, Sugriva Tara stories, whether see the story of Urvashi, Pururava, anyway, we are studying that. Then that Chandrama and that Brahaspati, and her name also is Tara there again. Everywhere, that's what we are seeing. And see, the Urvashi, how did she come onto the earth to get caught, to catch, first to get caught up in Pururava, thereafter to catch him? She came because of Shrapa only. Who gave Shrapa? You studied this story very recently in Ramayana. The Mitra and Varuna. She was going to the Varuna. By that at the time Varuna Lok mein Mitra was also there. And Mitra looked at her. He said, I love you. She said, but I already am going for Varuna. Then he used all such a good words for her. Then she said, "Ki my mind is yours and the body is to Varuna." Then when she went to Varuna, he sensed it. Immediately both of them cursed her. You both to become a human being for a long time. She came because of that. See, if you remember, everywhere, entire world, huge kingdoms, huge, big achievements. All of them have just toppled like a pack of cards because of this infatuation or passion. They were nothing to conquer in this world. First, this. That is only by Brahma Vidya, no other way to. Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya alone will see. Sashanti, see the last two shlokas of Gita, second chapter. Apuryamana vachara pratishtam samudramama pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamahayam pravishanti sarve sashanti kamapnoti na kama kami. The last but one, 71. Vihaya kama niyah sarvan puman charati nispruha nirmamo nirahankara sa shanti gachati esha brahmi sthiti. And that Sthita Prajna Lakshana started with this only. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Then only Sthita Prajna. And in between whatever is said, all oriented to this, conclusion is again Esha Brahmi Sthiti. This is the Brahma Sthiti, where you have discovered the Paramatma. There is nothing other than you to give even slightest chance of desire. If you have something other than you will have desire. Desire can be positive or negative. The positive desire is want to own it. The negative desire is you want to disown it and want that to go away. Whether you want that person to come or you want that person to go, both are wants only. The want word is common, no? That is there when the otherness is there, other person is there. When I am alone there, I can't want me to go. I don't want me to come because I am mine. I am me. That is only in the Advaita Anubhava. Dvaita is not there. No chance for Agadvesha or any Kamana. Therefore, no chance of Bandha there. Otherwise, every moment there is chance for Bandhana. Any form the Kamana comes and it is like a terrorist or Naxalite, ready to ambush, like a tiger or lion. The small animal doesn't know कि उधर से वो देख रहा है ऐसे it will pounce that आप बचाने time ही नहीं. You will die only. See, remember, इतना सीवियर सीरियस होया नहीं. ऐसा सोचो ना तभी जाकर we can protect. We should not be like that that mandamati fish. Do you know the story of these three fishes? We tell the children this story, small children. There was a village, there was a lake, there were three fishes. The one fish name was Sumati, other was Kalamati, third was Mandamati. Suna kami? Then suddenly those fishes came to know that the tomorrow is a day, the fisherman is going to throw the huge snare or net to catch you. The Sumati understood कि मुझे बचना है. The moment she heard the news, she left that river, went somewhere. The Kalamati waited, देखेंगे कल तक. The moment that the Kalamati saw द स्नेर बीइंग थ्रोन, एम वक्त पर वो चली गई, बच गई. मंदमती सोचा क्या होगा मेरा, इट वेटेड, देन इट वाज caught by the fisherman, killed and eaten, died. We have to become Sumati. In advance only we have to protect, prevention wala. Kalamati is at least at the time of its arrival, you have to be careful and save. Mandamati is again and again falling. The three fishes story we tell children. We have to exaggerate things. Only then we can protect else not. See the Corona Kalame, so much of exaggeration has protected so many lives. If the lenience was given, which was done in the second wave, it was lenience given. People stopped wearing masks and all. How much of damage happened in the second? फर्स्ट केस वेव में ज्यादा होना चाहिए, सेकंड में नहीं, बिकॉज फर्स्ट के बाद अकल आना चाहिए. बट देवर मंदमती, हु आर दे, वी ओनली. नाउ द फोर्थ वेव का तैयारियां हो रहे, ऑलरेडी 13,000 केसेस टुडे. इट वाज ओनली फ्यू हंड्रेड, इट केम. इफ यू आर मंदमती, इट विल कम टू अस. सी दैट वन ऑफ द स्टेट चीफ मिनिस्टर, गवर्नर, दोनों को कोरोना लग गए. द स्टेट ऑफ क्राइसिस महाराष्ट्र, किसी को भी आएगा वो. आई एम टेलिंग द सेम वे. हमेशा एक ही हमारे लिए सॉल्यूशन है, बच के रहना, बच के रहना, बच के. आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू कांट हेल्प. दैट लाइफ इज गॉन, lives are gone. So what is the suggestion to myself, to you all is these shlokas we have to be meditating on. Only then from the root level the mile, the impurity of desire can go. Only then all our study etc of the shastra will have some purpose, meanings, result. Now we are studying all these shastras. Now if our minds are fully purified, our shastra jnana will make us atma jnani in mukta. If not, one day we have to study the same shloka. Kim vidyaya, kim tapasa, kim tyagena, kim shrutena, kim viviktena maunena. ये सब किया, but स्त्रीवीर्यस्य मनोहृतम and गोकरवज्जितः. We are luckier than Pururava. Pururava had nobody to quote these shlokas to him in advance so that he would have become careful. We are lucky. At least we have this story as well as example, as well as the analysis. We are better placed than him if we really make use of it. In general, any desire, in particular, this desire. बच के रहना. And one or two things we have to add are, never ever imagine that you can escape by doing any of these things. That is another reason because of which we commit the mistakes. We can never escape. No, our life in doing such murkha vishayas are like the cat drinking the milk, thinking that nobody is seeing it, by closing its own eyes. आप जानते हो ना कहा होता, बिल्ली जो है दूध पीने में आंख बंद करके पीती है. उसका आंख बंद करके पीने का मतलब क्या है उसके लिए, कि मुझे कोई नहीं देख रहा. That is a quotation taken from the Billy. Whether Billy thinks like that or not, we are not interested. We are interested to learn from its sign. So it has, ये चोरी बिल्ली तो हमेशा चोरी से ही दूध पीती है, except in some houses. Other houses they don't give. हमारे बचपन में तो हर दिन ये बिल्लियों का इतना परेशान. 2 minutes you are taking a nap, that was enough for that fellow to come, will drink the milk and go. So that will surely come, and then it finds that milk or curd wala. While drinking that, it closes eyes. Its purpose is what? Nobody should see me. So how nobody should see me? How will it be possible? When I close my eyes. And what happened? This fellow closing eyes and drinking milk, thinking that nobody is seeing, and the owner already seen. He silently comes with a danda, they one bag. Broken only the back of that fellow. Why this most powerful example? You never ever think that we can hide or we can escape. We may escape everybody in the world, but we can't escape our conscience, no? Escaping the whole world, but caught up in our own conscience is caught up only. And the Lord is anyway saying, वहां तो कोई हिसाब किताब में गलतियां होंगी ही नहीं. There's everything pakka noted. Therefore, we have to, in so many ways, corner ourselves by ourselves in such a way. We have to come to the conviction that there's no way other than coming out of this kamana for me to save myself and to reach to my higher purushartha. इसके लिए भगवान हमको मदद करते हैं. When we are cornered, then only we see in this how these say people, those who are the investigating agencies, how they corner the person. Finally, he'll have to agree. See that fellow 60 hours 4 days थक गए हो, इतना घुसा घुसा के पूछ रहे प्रश्न, कभी कभी तो भागे हो, बोलने का नहीं, 2 दिन मोहलत दो, 3 दिन दो, निगलवाते हो लोग सत्य. They have such a powerful techniques. I'm telling you, we have to corner ourselves so that we come out. If not, we try to escape. The effort to escape is to repeat the mistake. Then some mistakes are forgiven in first time, second, third time, it will be more seriously punished. और ये सारा मिलकर विवेक कहते हैं, तभी जाकर प्रॉपर वैराग्य आएगा. Then only with that sigh of relief we can do sadhana. Otherwise, one side doing sadhana, other side mind में desire है, third side trying to fulfill it in a wrong means, fourth side the regrets and guilts, fifth side being insulted, troubled by the world. So much. Okay, one more sloka we do, and it has got another way. Every sloka is a different package of thought. All of them put together is this total chapter. This is how we analyzed. Every sloka is different thought. Connection भी है पहले वाले से, but एक independent thought भी है. If you see like that, in the last one, what was in was the स्वार्थ को नहीं जानते हैं. उससे पहले क्या कहा? विद्या तपस्या इत्यादि पाकर भी कोई फायदा नहीं है. उससे पहले क्या कहा कि कितना भी ईश्वरत्व तुम्हें है, yet you are useless if you are defeated by the women. And before that, the other thought of considered as blade of grass and you are kicked. Before that, it is my own self-deceit. Before that, she troubled me by holding on to my neck so much that I couldn't open my eye, could not see days and nights. दिन रात पता नहीं चला मुझे. So एक एक श्लोक एक complete package. And we are seeing it in that way if you are aware. Now comes another thought. Another next श्लोका, another one, next one, another one. ऐसे एक एक श्लोक एक बड़ा चैप्टर है. ऐसा पढ़ना है, कम से कम एक अध्याय और ऐसा वाला, ये ऐसा all topics at one place. Nowhere is there in the entire literature. It's here only. Let us make use of it by trying to understand it. And understanding this one is as equivalent of studying all Upanishads with Bhashya. All of that become fruitful. Only this is understood and we have protected ourselves from this. कभी याद रखना, शास्त्र ज्ञान आत्मज्ञान will not give us mukti. Then what gives us is Atma Anubhava. Atma Anubhava will come only when the obstruction goes away. Obstruction is Kamana. And Shastra Jnana is not guarantee of Atma Anubhava. It's not even guarantee of removal of Kamana. Kamana is removed only by deep analysis, understanding it thoroughly, taking the right measures, which will be told. Now, Sevato Varsha Pugan me Urvashya Adharasavam na Trupyati Atma Bhuhu Kamaha Vahnirahuti Beriyatha. Now, this sloka I will not explain much because we discussed it in so many other contexts. बहुत बार आया है. Not. Therefore, it is easy for me to leave it to you. Literal meaning I say, you will understand. He says to himself, Varsha Pugan. Puga means collection. So many years and years. This Varsha Puga word will come tomorrow or day after again in the Upanishad Bhashya also somewhere. Okay. Collection of years. Varsha Puga means बहुत सारे साल. Sevataha. I enjoyed. Seva is not service here. Seva means indulging. है ना? मैंने पानी का सेवन किया, ऐसे ही बोलते हैं ना. सेवा इज नॉट आई हैव डन सेवा टू इट. कंजम्पशन इज कॉल्ड सेवनम. See, सेवतः वर्षपूगान्. Many, many years I indulged and enjoyed. What? Urvasyaha adara asavam. The beauty of Urvashi or being with her, whatever. हाँ, सालों साल मैंने वो उर्वशी के साथ प्रेम से सुख भोग किया. यट 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 न तृप्यति. तृप्ति नहीं हुआ. किसका? कामः. मेरे अंदर की कामना का तृप्ति ही नहीं हो रहा है. वहां से कहां से उत्पन्न हो रहा है वो? आत्मभू कामः. It is not getting satiated or fulfilled. Example everywhere, same example. Vaknihi ahutibhir yatha. Same thing, Yayati Maharaja, Najatu Kamaha Kamanam, Upabhogena Shamyati, Havisha Krishnavartmeva, Bhuya eva Vivardhate. Fulfilling desires to eliminate desire is like adding ahuti fuel to the fire to quench the fire. जिस दिन ये बात हमें पूरा आएगा, आई थिंक वी हैव डन द बेस्ट थिंग टू अस. देन ओनली वील put efforts to stop the fuel. After that, slowly you can see that Kama Agni goes away. And it is his own experience. It is experience. It is everybody's experience. It is our experience also. Unless with the discipline and keeping away we conquered any desire, while indulging in that no desire goes away. बढ़ता ही रहता है, भड़कता ही रहता है आग, जब उसमें ईंधन डालते हैं तो. No, this is another totally complete topic. Because one of the reasons for which we don't give up desire is saying that और थोड़ा और थोड़ा और थोड़ा इतना हो जाएगा ना मैं छोड़ दूंगा. Our mind works like this. No, I'm very young now. No, let me come to age of 45, 50. Then I'll give up karma. Then I'll become spiritual. When you come to age of 50, or 50 तो हूँ मैं, अभी 60 तो नहीं बना. Till 60 I'll indulge and thereafter I'll. No, who is making all that? The भड़कती हुई आग अंदर की. And we analyzed and explained the other day, if somebody cannot give up at the 40th age, by the age of 50, the 10 years का और repetition गया है ना, और desire कितना strong बनाता है, we can never give it up. That is why the kama kurodadi, any negativities, listen, this secret nobody will say, nor even knowing we practice or not, no guarantee. All the negativities, if we give up this moment, then only we give up. And if we give up this moment permanently, then only we give up. Next moment we can never give up because next moment never comes. Exactly same is the remembrance of God. If you remember the God this moment, you remembered. If you say next moment is never going to come. Then at the age of 65, 70, we think now we are free from all this kamana. And somehow lived and died. Next life, Shuru say again, all this will be running behind us. All the negativities, kamana ityadi. Like that, from millions of lives we are living, one of them is this also. And in earlier lives also, we studied this chapter in Bhagavatam, but did not understand completely. Just like today also, we are not understand. Some more kicks, some more understandings, some more deeper study of Vedanta. When they are added, then this study becomes a little deeper. पता नहीं अब कितने साल के बाद कितने बार पढ़ने का वो दृढ़ निश्चय मिलेगा. अभी मिल गया तो वी आर लकी. Trick of the mind. What Gurudev told or Guru Mahatmas tell. How to defeat the trick of the mind is another trick use करके. We used it. We told 5-6 days back. Only one thing in this life till I die, I will do only spiritual sadhana, no other कामना. अगर वो कामना है तो बाद में देखेंगे. ऐसा उसको पोस्टपोन करो. Just like Kamana tells no, indulge in Kamana now, sadhana बाद में देखेंगे. Same tit for tat. Is it not? The difference between earlier days, the parents were defeating children, and today's day, children are defeating parents, is only this much. In earlier days, parents used to say, पढ़ो तो लड्डू या चॉकलेट दूंगा. Today, chocolate लड्डू दो तो मैं पढ़ूंगा. This is a difference. Parents are defeated. That time, children are defeated. In their defeat, they were only successful. In the same way, we have to help ourselves. First Paramatma, बाकी चीज बाद में. इतना ही, दिमाग नहीं लगाना और कुछ. कहीं कहीं ना that rigidity, 2000% that rigidity troubles us in the world. Only in one place the rigidity helps us. Only rigidity helps us is in this. So much rigid that I want only Paramatma, nothing else. That is what Nachiketa. He was Ziddhi number one. कि उसने यमराज को भी लुढ़का दिया अपने जिद से. But that was for positive thing. Is it not? Rama Ziddhi for his dharma. That is protected him. Sita Ziddhi for Rama. It protected her. Ravana Ziddhi for his Kamana. He got destroyed. Examples everywhere. Ziddhi hona padega हमको. We have to so strongly, what word I don't use in English, about this. I want to have Paramatma, बाद में फिर बाकी. तभी जाकर मन रुकेगा. Even it won't stop. बीच में आके घंटी बजाती रहेगी वो. Again and again. मैंने बताना, this life nothing, this life nothing. Like, when you eat food fully, मैं शाम तक कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा. That thought is so strong that for next 10 minutes really कुछ दिया भी जाए तो कहते हैं मैंने कहा ना शाम तक कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा. But after 1 hour slowly that कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा वाला चला जाता है, कुछ तो खाऊं वाला आ जाता है. Then we only go and ask. But that is a necessity because every 4 hours hunger comes, you have to eat. That's the mechanism. वो चलेगा. But as regard the kamanas are concerned, the कामना how it plays play. देखो पिछले 20 साल से मैंने तुमको मौका दिया ना, तुम साधना करते गए. अब एक दिन तुम ना कामना मेरे वश में आ जाओ. कामना says, if you come into it's एक दिन और एक दिन. देखते देखते दिनों दिन. That's what is the problem happened. PUROORAVA. That's what he's shouting, crying and saying. मैं उसकी जाल में फंसकर दिन रात भूल गया. Same thing he's saying. सेवतो वर्ष पूगान. The collection of years have passed away. But na truppyate atma bhuhu kamaha. हाँ. वो भगवान की कृपा है. मैं बताऊं यहाँ every speaker, every guru, every शास्त्र इस पॉइंट पर आकर कहते हैं कि हार गए हैं. सिर्फ भगवान ही हमको इस बात को कैसा समझना है ऐसे समझा सकते. It's only Ishvara Guru Kripa who can make us understand, not any even intellection. That is why more important than anything in this world is Upasana. And Upasana only for one thing. Oh Lord, let my desire for everything in the world be replaced by desire for you. इससे दूसरा सोल्यूशन तो नहीं है. मैं बता, all our intellectual knowledge, Vedantic Jnanam, every one of them will fail when that Maya attacks so powerfully. Now, in Gita 14th chapter, what is said as Mameva Prapadyante Mayam Taranti, your Maya is Urvashi. Only when you do Prapatti to me, in my Kripa Karuna, that you transcend. And her Jiva, every Jiva in his period of evolution, every life so much he holds on to feet of Lord, doing Upasana, only for one thing. Let me get out of desire. Let me get into the desire of only you. ऐसा इतने जन्म करने के बाद उनकी कृपा से तथास्तु when he says, then only this Maya goes on. In this I am including all desires. Clear? I am not touching another topic because it is more elaborate. If I touch it, it will be tough to exhaustively explain. But फिर भी मैं कहता हूँ, there are two more things more dangerous than the kama, more powerful desires than this. They are called kanchanam, and even powerful than that is kirti. The desire for the wealth and power is more powerful than the lust. Desire for name and fame is more powerful than the desire for power and wealth. That is why people die for the name. Kirti. Everybody. And people give up kama for becoming famous, ultimately. That kirti is the desire to sustain as an individual. That is more powerful. That is pure Vedantic, it is thought. फिर कभी देखेंगे. दिस टॉपिक इज सेवतो वर्ष पूवगान में उर्वश अदरासम न तृप्यते आत्मभू कामः वह्नि आहुतिभिर यथा. So there is no end to desire, we have to put an end to it. That is the solution. That is the summary of this one. Then the 15th one is what? Without studying, we said same thing. Pumsalya apahrutam chittam kaha anu anya mochitum prabhu. My chitta, which is rooted by that Punstali, who can free me from her clutches? Atma Raveshwaram Rute Bhagavantam Adokshajam. Other than Bhagavan Adokshaj and Atma Rama, who can free me from the clutches? My chitta, which is in the clutches of that Punstali. Again, it's a big shloka. This is the realization. This is what we ended the topic today. We'll start with this tomorrow. Then tomorrow also, if we do the whole thing, then the antidote, the medication, the meditation, that solution, the treatment will be Sri Bhagavan Vacha, where he tells the Mahima of SANT and SATSANGA. And अनजाने में क्या बातें हो रही हैं, दिन भर we are involved in classes, because of which from how many infatuations we are protected, we can't even imagine. Because if we don't come to classes in that time, what do we do is give time only to the world, and world will do that to us, which it is doing to the others who are not coming to class. They are lost. Not that we are totally successful, we are better placed definitely. अब ये 6 से 9 तक लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? ब्रह्म ज्ञान कर रहे हैं बैठ के, जो क्लास में नहीं आए. Watching some TV, eating something, having some coffee, गप्पे मारते हुए. Everything is binding only. Samsara. So we are protecting ourselves with this. That is also blessings. Okay, external new time-wise we are protected. Now internally already existing things, we have to clear them with this wisdom. Slowly it will happen. Sarvam Krishnarpanam Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. अब देखो महामाया का एक बात, नॉट मदर महामाया, माया कि the Mahamaya is what? People will be so much fond and interested about the Kamakatha when a chance comes to them. But to the same people, when the chance for Vairagya Katha or Rama Katha comes, they don't care for it. This is the Mahamaya. इसमें फंसना एक माया है, तो इससे बाहर लाने वाले जो चीज है उसके तरफ नहीं जाना महामाया है. These are the classes which are liberating us from the kamana, which are telling us the loss we incur because of kamana. And in the classes we teach about brahma ज्ञान and मोक्ष. ये हमको पसंद आता ही नहीं है जिनके मन में ये महामाया फंस गई है, माया के जाल में जो फंस गए. I am trying to tell something which I am failing to tell. That they dislike, they get frightened, they hate this type of topic, this type of discussion. Who is doing all that? Their own mind, which is totally infatuated. कितना घनघोर अंदर वो काम क्रोध घुस गए होंगे, कामना मुख्य रूप से, इतना डीपली वो होगा कि the place where he is liberated from all that, he is not ready to even go there. Like this, not one class, 2 classes, all 2,500 classes we have done so far, not in one life, thousands of lives. We will not go to Bhagavan or Guru or Shastra to listen, to learn what is mukti, to learn what is bandhana. That is the power of it. It's just like the Muslims, how they teach the children in the madrasa. So much poison is added in their hearts that Hindu means a cutter enemy to be killed only, given a chance. With that training, he will terrorize only the Hindus. He will hate only. Maybe for some law and order, he may be little afraid, but given a chance, ऐसा उनको दिया जाता है भयंकर. Same the Kamana does. Doesn't allow us to go to Satsanga, not to the Guru, not to any spirituality. By any way, it will pull you back. And people, you and I also are so innocently, arrogantly infatuated that we are not even become aware that something in us pulling us to destroy us, not allowing us to grow. इतने जानकारी तक भी जाने नहीं देते, इतना फंसाती है मन का माया. Like any addict, he doesn't even start thinking कि यार आई वेस्टिंग टाइम, मनी, एनर्जी, लाइफ, हेल्थ, सोचने भी नहीं देगा उसको. Do you understand how that powerful Maya? Like that, years together, lives together. मैं बात ये कह रहा हूँ. Forget about all other people. You and I, so seriously 2 hours we studied this. But do you think we are protected from it? Only in the class. Once you go home, again all desires. अब हमको ही ऐसा होता है तो what to talk about those who never come to satsang. Now, all that is neither to credit someone nor to blame. It is only an information, knowledge given so that how we have to be careful. Okay. चलो श्री राम कथा.